to order City of Forest Park City Council meeting number 1293, May 15, 2017. Let us stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would the clerk please call the roll?
Burns. Collins.
Here.
Cottle. Herbie.
Here.
Holt.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Southall.
Is there a motion? Councilwoman Herbie.
I would move to excuse council members Burns and Cottle.
Mr. Barnes is behind you.
Oh,
Do your motion
I
again.
would move to excuse Councilwoman Cottle.
Second motion.
It's been moved and seconded that we excuse Councilwoman Cottle. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion to excuse, let it be known by the sign of voting aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
There are two opposed. The motion passes. Move to item number 2 on the agenda, the minutes. You've all received copies of the minutes. Are there any corrections and or additions to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will then stand approved as presented. Item number 3 is presentation. The first of these presentations is the oath of office for Police Officer Ryan Struck. Come forward, and Chief. All right, if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your name,
I, Ryan Strunk,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Ohio
of the State of Ohio
and the Charter
and the Charter
of the Municipality
of the Municipality
of Forest Park, Ohio,
of Forest Park, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of Forest Park Police Officer.
of Forest Park Police Officer.
Congratulations again, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. It's great to be a part of the department. Great group of guys. I want to thank my wife and daughter and my parents for being here and for being the support and the encouragement to follow my career goals and my dreams. So I give it all to them, and can't wait to be working with you guys soon. Looking forward to it. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
Chief?
Well, how fitting, we were able to swear on number 36. Last time I was here was 35, that was just 2 weeks ago. We're at 36, and this being National Police Week, where we're honoring our over 19,000 officers that have been killed in the line of duty across this country. But tonight we're here to celebrate, like you said, his future and be a part of something that we believe in very strongly as a unit, a family, and a great organization. And let me tell you a little bit about Ryan. Ryan comes to us from the Hamilton, Ohio area. He graduated Fairfield High School in 2009, and then he joined the Marine Corps and served 4 years in the infantry unit. He served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan, and he was honorably discharged. After getting in the Marine Corps, he entered into the Great Oaks Police Academy, and he did that on his own. And then was hired by Norwood Police Department straight out of the academy in January 2015. And after 2 years, we've been able to steal him away and bring him here to Forest Park. So on behalf of the police department, and me personally, I want to welcome Ryan to our city, to our police force, and we just keep getting younger and newer and everything, don't we? It's, as you just said, it's hard to recognize. I think I'm going to have to get mug shots of them all or something and just put up for you. So you'll have them in front of you every time they come through. But congratulations, Ryan, and welcome aboard. And in keeping with tradition, we're going to have the pinning of the badge, and Kristen, his wife, I believe, is going to do that. Congratulations. You can hook her first and say, do that first. She outranks me.
Any comments from council? Councilwoman Collins.
Congratulations. Welcome to Forest Park.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Burns?
My sentiments as well, and hope you have a long tenure with us.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Herbie?
Ryan, it's good to have you on board, and I hope we will start recognizing some of these new people that are coming in. But you are joining, as the mayor has said on repeated occasions, the best police force ever. I mean, it's truly good, and we have a long history of being out there on the cutting edge of new ideas, and we hope you'll bring new ideas to us as well. So congratulations. Most of all, congratulations to your family for all the support that I know you've given him, and you are a part of our family now.
Councilwoman Hope?
I just want to say congratulations and welcome to Forest Park and welcome to being number 36.
Barnes?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Congratulations to you and your accomplishments. You know, I listened to the journey that you've taken, and this is a great step, you know, toward your ultimate goals. You know, you couldn't pick a finer place to be, you know, to extend your family, because you are an extension. We're an extension of you, and you're an extension of us, and we're just interconnected until, you know, one of us is done. So, and then when you're done, you're really not. So, you know, we will be looking at you as you may be the fine example to your daughter and, you know, honor your wife and vice versa. So thank you for giving us that opportunity, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Ryan, we want to, first of all, congratulate you and thank you for joining us. And as has been said, we look forward to many, many years of your being a part of this great police department. And as the chief said, this is number 36. And Chief, if we're really, really lucky, in a couple of weeks, maybe a month, we'll be back here doing number 37, so you won't be the rookie then. So, and thank you to his family for being here, and I know you've been with him through all of this. And we want to thank you for loaning him to us and making him a part of us. So again, congratulations, Ryan. And we look
Thank
forward
you again,
to
sir.
many, many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next item on the agenda is our business of the month. Community Development Director, Mr. Paul Brown.
Mayor, members of council, thank you very much. Our May business of the month is Consolidated Packaging Group, a well-established commercial packaging and printing firm located on Northland Boulevard. The company recently launched an impressive renovation project of its Forest Park facility. Specifically, as you well know, CPG is investing close to $8 million to purchase new equipment and modernize its building, a project that will result in the retention of 65 full-time jobs and the creation of another 30 full-time positions. For almost 50 years, CPG has been one of the nation's leading manufacturers of flexible packaging. From its modest beginnings with 2 6-color stack presses and 4 Chandal bagging machines, I have no idea what those are, CPG has grown into a full-service flexible packaging company. The company specializes in manufacturing a wide array of products, including quad seal pouches, interlock pre-zippered firm, and Zip 360 pre-zippered films. They also produce laminated roll stock of all film structures, some of which can be modified for microwave use via their Presco laser processing system. Many of you may remember this company as PacLab, a longtime member of our business community. That company was acquired by New Jersey-based Consolidated Packaging Group just last year. CPG officials then launched a comprehensive evaluation of the facility and determined that it would be necessary to either modernize this plant or move the operation to a sister facility in another state. Company officials worked closely with our development team, including our partners at Ready Cincinnati and Jobs Ohio, to create a mutually beneficial and lasting solution that keeps this operation here in our community for many years to come. Their modernization project not only keeps the successful packaging firm here in Forest Park, it maintains this large manufacturing building as a viable asset for our community and the company. As all of you know, the acquisition of a company can raise a red flag for a community such as ours. Fortunately, the good people at CPG engaged our development team early on and worked with us throughout the entire process to find a true solution for their space needs. And for these reasons, we're proud to recognize Consolidated Packaging Group as our May Business of the Month. And accepting the award tonight is Plant Manager Dale Ott II. Dale, if you could join us, please.
City of Forest Park Business of the Month, Consolidated Packaging Group, in recognition of the company's contribution to the growth and development of the City of Forest Park. Dale, thank you again.
No, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm really honored to receive this for everybody that works here. My father was actually there when the plant actually ran its first press back in the Monday after Thanksgiving back in '63. And I have the exact same name, except I have a second after my name. So in reality, that plant is not operated without a Dale Ott in the plant. So really, this is an honor. But the people that we have known throughout the years and got to meet over there and work with, great people. But we all have enjoyed being in Forest Park. We really do honor that. We cherish it. And I'd like to thank everybody for the award. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. At this time, we were going to have a motion, but we're going to forego that because the gentleman is not yet here. So we're going to move down to item C, communications from the public. But before we do that, as is our usual custom, those of you who are here and we're here for the ceremony, you're welcome to stay, but you're also free to leave, and we won't feel bad if you do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Item C. Let's pause. Communications from the public. This is a time for citizens to comment on matters before council or to ask questions of concern to them. When recognized, please come forward to the podium, give your name and address, and then state your comments or questions. Council meetings are tape recorded for ease of transcription. Comments are limited to 5 minutes. Is there anyone from the public who would like to address council? Seeing none, we will move on to the next item on the agenda, reports of standing committees. The first of those committee would be Ways and Means. Councilwoman Herbie.
I have no report. I will mention that it was a very successful citywide yard sale.
Okay. Any questions for Councilwoman Herbie? Hearing none, Councilwoman Herbie, I have no items on the agenda for you for the work session on the 22nd. Do you have any to add?
No, sir.
Next committee report, Community Development Committee, Councilman Burns.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have no report this evening. However, I would like to direct everyone's attention to the website related to the next installment of the paper shredding activity that's being sponsored by Environmental Awareness. That will be held, I think, during the beginning of June. So if everyone can keep their eye on the website for announcements affecting that, that would be great.
Yeah, that's going to be June the 3rd. It would be from, I think it starts at like 10 o'clock and will go to approximately 3:30. And as usual, we're going to be trying to break. Last 2 years, we've set records, and according to Wright, we can do no less this year. We have to set another record. Any questions for Mr. Burns? Hearing none, Mr. Burns, I have no items on the agenda for you for the 22nd. Do you have any to add?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Next committee report is Law Committee, Councilwoman Collins.
I have no report from the Law Committee this evening.
Any questions for Councilwoman Collins? Councilwoman Collins, I have no items on the agenda for you for the work session. Do you have any to add?
No.
Next report, Human Resources Committee, Councilwoman Holt.
I do not have an HR committee report, but however, it is the Monday after Mother's Day, and it's tradition that we start putting our flowers in the ground. So we need to get started now in order to have our yards ready for the judging in June. Just saying. With that, it will conclude my report. Thank you.
Thank you. And I believe also that I saw a notice today that they are and will be looking for judges for the yard contest in June. So if you're interested, please contact City Hall at the receptionist number 555-5200.
We have a meeting on Wednesday, and I was going to get all that information out.
Thank you. Any questions for Councilwoman Holt? Hearing none, Councilwoman Holt, I have no items on the agenda for you. Do you have any to add?
No, I do not.
Next committee report is Public Improvement and Facilities. Mr. Southall.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do not have an official report for the public improvements and facilities, but I would be open to any questions if anyone would have.
Any questions for Mr. Southall? Hearing none, Mr. Southall, I have no items on the agenda for you for the meeting of the 22nd. Do you have any to add?
Yes, sir. I would like to add an item, and it's two-pronged. The former Kmart building, I think there's two issues in and around that.
Okay, could you be a little bit more specific so I can tell Paul or Ray what it is you need to have them be looking for?
Yes. First of all, the dealing, the issue with the new, I guess it is investor, and also the situation of the reevaluation of the property tax.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hodges will take note of that. Any other questions, Mr. Southall?
Do I have anything else?
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay. Next committee report is Public Safety Committee. The report that I would have under Public Safety would be that, as you all might remember, last calendar year, our K-9 unit, our Dahlgren K-9 unit, was retired and for a number of age, service, and also that our handler at that time, officers did, was reported to sergeant. I would just like to announce that recently we have, not recently, but we have been in the process of looking for and obtaining a replacement, another K-9 unit, and I'd just like to announce that we have, we're now one step closer to that being done. So hopefully within the next few months we will have the K-9 unit, and their training will begin as soon after the dog has been obtained. That would end my report on the public safety. I'll answer any questions if there are any. Next report is intergovernmental relations and communication. That's my report. I have no report for that this evening. However, I'd answer any questions if there are any. Next item on the agenda is item number 6, the mayor's report. I have no report at this time. I would answer any questions if there are any. Next item on the agenda, item number 7, city manager's report. Mr. Hodges.
Thank you. I'll report that the departmental reports have been completed, included in the council packet, and also placed on file with the clerk of council for public inspection. I'd also report that work is underway for the community festival that will be held later this year, and more information will be forthcoming on that, but the basic framework of the festival is pretty much in place. That would conclude my report, but I would respond to any questions if there are any.
Any questions for the city manager? Hearing none, go to item number 8, other reports. The first of those will be the law director, Mr. Wyckoff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I need to advise council and the mayor of an upcoming situation in case you are contacted or questioned about it. We have a building code violation here in the city of Forest Park, single-family residence, insufficient parking as required by our code. Unfortunately, they turned their garage into a family room. They did that without even applying for a permit or the proper process. Had they done that, they would have been advised that they couldn't do that because it would violate our building code. They made an appeal to the Planning Commission. Planning Commission unanimously turned down their appeal, and then they failed to appeal it any further. So we're now at a conundrum of, do we prosecute them and fine them $100 a day for every day of a violation, which isn't going to accomplish much because we can't, through criminal court, we can't get that building code corrected on a minor misdemeanor. But I can file an action in the common police court in Hamilton County asking a judge to order enforcement of our building code. And I believe that's where we're headed. So that's the situation. Of course, you know, there might be some negative questioning, negative press, whatever it might be, similar to what has happened recently in Cincinnati, where Reverend Stonewall wasn't fixed and the judge said send him to jail, and you know, it got all kinds of bad publicity. But this is our code. They know they violated it. They made mistakes all the way, building without a building permit. Had they even applied for a permit as they're required, that this issue would have been caught and dealt with at the very early stage. So it looks like that's where we're headed because we can't get them to voluntarily do anything, including respond to me. So I just want to make sure everyone knew of the situation.
Question for the attorney? Yes?
Are you aware that there's more than like one location that has converted their garage into a family room or some other situation? And might that be something that the law committee would want to develop a stronger evaluation of?
Well, first, I only got this assignment from the housing department. I don't know if they've done a survey around the city or have other violators. They may be in the early process. They may not have cited them yet. I don't know any of that. This is the only one that has been presented to me at this time. As far as changing, there isn't anything else we can do than what we already have available. We either send them to criminal court or civil court. And criminal court's not going to accomplish anything. It's $100 a day for every day of violation. So they pay $100 a day, you know, conceivably, and never fix the problem. This civil action will get the problem fixed. Because we have the code requirement, we have the appeal process that they didn't follow. I guess they just think it's going to go away on its own, but you know, that's where we are. But we have enough enforcement tools already.
Question about the civil end of it. What would that consist of? Or
Well, it would be a complaint filed against the homeowners, asking the court to enforce our building code.
And what would be the penalties if they did not comply? Or
They would be sanctioned by the court for contempt of a court order. Anybody else?
About any other questions?
How long has this been, this,
I don't have that with me. It's been, I know they're past the appeal time on the Board of Zoning Appeals, so it's got to be, this issue has to be about 3, maybe 4 months old at least.
oh, okay.
Any other? Yes.
So the next step for, I guess, the housing committee or whatever, would they actively do a survey to see or drive around looking for other violators, or ask that other people, report any additional violators? Because I know for a fact that there's at least 5 residents within Forest Park that have done that very same thing, and most of them were in the older flat level ranch type housing on the east side of Winton Road, and so I'm foreseeing that we're probably going to have to develop some sort of policy on how we're going to deal with the group of them, or establish whether we'll just deal with them individually one by one as they are fined, or maybe they might look at the first, whatever we do to the first offender, and try to take a proactive step to not wind up in the same boat.
As I said, I only got this one assignment from the housing department. Whether they have in process any other violations, I don't know. But each case would be handled on a separate basis. We could lump them together, but the court orders would all be separate to each homeowner. It wouldn't be one court blanket order, because each case would have to be considered on a factual basis. So, but as I said, I don't have knowledge of any other violations. Nothing has been brought to my attention at this level, but that certainly doesn't mean there isn't something going on in the administration of our code that may be in process. I just don't know.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thanks, John. Next report will be Clerk of Council, Mrs. Huff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to report that ordinance number 02-2017 was posted as required, and that concludes my report.
Any questions for Clerk of Council? Hearing none, thank you. We'll move on then to item number 9, unfinished business and ordinance number 03-2017. Is there, I think this is to be read in full.
Ordinance number 03-2017, an ordinance amending Chapter 96 miscellaneous regulations of the codified ordinances of the City of Forest Park, Ohio, as it relates to Section 96.19, owning, keeping, and harboring of dogs. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Forest Park, Ohio, Section 1, that Section 96.19, owning, keeping, and harboring of dogs is hereby amended as follows. Section 96.19, owning, keeping, and harboring of dogs. A, definitions. For the purpose of this section, the following definitions shall apply. 1A, dangerous dog. A dog that without provocation and subject to division, A1B of this section, has done any of the following. 1, cause injury other than killing or serious injury to any person. Will delete killed another dog and insert injured or killed any domestic animal, including but not exclusively a dog or cat. 3, being the subject of a third subsequent violation of Division C of this section. Section 2, this ordinance shall be in full force and take effect after its passage.
Is there a motion, Mr. Burns?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move for adoption of ordinance number 03-2017.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adopt ordinance 03-2017. Is there any discussion?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. As was stated in the ordinance, this is correction. Move to amend ordinance number 03-2017 as follows. Delete killed other dog and insert, section 96-.19A1A2 as follows. Delete killed another dog and insert while unconfined and without provocation injured or kill any domestic animal, including but not excluding a dog or cat.
Second.
Well, it's been moved and second that we amend the ordinance, section 96.19, capital A parenthesis 1 parenthesis small a parenthesis 2. That would say, while unconfined and without provocation, added to that section. First of all, is there any discussion on the amendment?
No, just that this particular amendment further defines the condition in which a dog is defined as dangerous, so that it's clear that the dog is unconfined and unprovoked.
Okay, so at this point, if there's no more discussion, we would have a roll call vote on the amendment first. Okay,
Burns,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
yes,
Southall.
Yes.
the amendment passes 6-0. Now we're back to the regular motion. Is there any discussion on the regular motion? Any further discussion on the regular motion?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. As stated, this particular ordinance further defines the status of the dog being declared as dangerous. I think the changes that have been put in protects both dog owners as well as the individual dogs or other animals that may be harmed by a dog that may be unprovoked and unconfined in their home. So with that, I would urge adoption of ordinance number 03-2017
As amended.
as amended.
Any further discussion on the ordinance as amended? Hearing none, would the clerk please call the roll on the ordinance as amended?
Collins,
Yes.
Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes?
Southall,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
The motion to pass the ordinance number 03-2017 as amended passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda is item 10, new business. First item on the new business is ordinance number 04-2017. The clerk, please read. Yes.
I would move to suspend the reading in full of ordinance number 04-2017 and read by title only.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we suspend the rules requiring the reading in full, ordinance number 04-2017, and read that ordinance by title only. Is there any discussion?
No. The presumption is that it would have been posted for the appropriate amount of time when we do this.
Any other discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll on the motion to suspend the rules?
Herbie,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Southall,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Motion to suspend the rules passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda, this item then is to have the clerk to read this ordinance 04-2017 by title only.
Ordinance number 04-2017, amending annual 2017 appropriation ordinance 18-2016.
Is there a motion? Councilwoman Herbie.
I would move passage of ordinance number 04-2017.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adopt ordinance number 04-2017. Is there a discussion? Councilwoman Herbie.
Amending our appropriations ordinance is usually fairly routine because as things come available and various changes are required, we do this. Usually these are changes within a particular budgetary section. So I would urge adoption of this ordinance.
Any further discussion on the ordinance? Hearing none, would the clerk then please call the roll on ordinance number 04-2017?
Holt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Southall,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Herbie.
Yes.
Ordinance 04-2017 passes 6-0. Next item on the agenda is item C, a motion. Councilwoman Herbie.
Yes, I would move to receive the general fund summary report as contained in the departmental reports.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we receive the general fund summary report as contained in the departmental report. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, let it be known by the sign of voting aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the general fund summary report is received. No, he's just not here, so we'll just wait until he's here and then put it back on. That's what we normally do. Is there any other business to come before the body? Is there any other business to come before the body? Hearing none, meeting is adjourned.